Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. 3. Wow, man. You're gonna get fucked up tonight. Oh hey, we're back. It is part 6 of the Sly Cooper Let's Play. Oh man, we're playing as Tennessee Kid Cooper. Cool gameplay in Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. Like I was saying, really fun here. I really enjoyed this part of the game. Really did. Really fun. It was a very fresh take to Sly Cooper. Sly Pooper. The Sly Pooper Peas in Time. Shoot that little ditty right there. Then the floor turns off. Oh man, still got a bunch of questions from Andrew. I just noticed because oh man, wow, how the hell did I die from that? There's one question I overlooked. I'm gonna just bring that up right now. Why is my trackpad not working? Namir K said, am I a student or is YouTube my full-time thing? Blah, 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 talking about it would be hard for me to do this if I was in high school. No, I'm out of high school. Not a full-time student. No, YouTube is like a second gig for me, I guess you'd say. And like I said, I never thought YouTube would take off for me like it has. Like I'm very fortunate that my channel has actually come this far. It's sort of a nice small income, second thing, small income for me. I don't make much from it, not much at all. But like I said, it's nice small income. Like this is just playing video games, you know what I'm saying? And to get paid any money at all to play video games is surreal. It's awesome, you know. So no, it's small income for me, and I have an actual job, and I've answered that before in the comments. I'm a cook, cook food for people. But I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't be opposed to this taking off any further. I'll tell you that much right now. But I like my job. Ride the mines. This is a very fun section. I always like these little slide mini games over here. These are always fun. These are in a lot of Ratchet games. Ratchet and Clank games. Always got them grind boots. He's grinding left and right. He's like a young Nigel Houston. That's a skater, right? I think so. I'm so out of skate culture nowadays, which is disappointing because I wear so much streetwear clothing. And I used to be a skater. I used to skate a lot when I was really, well, I don't want to say super young, but I did used to skate, and that was awesome. But then I fell out of it. It's kind of like a tough choice for me. That was like back in the PlayStation 1 days, I guess you'd say. It was like I didn't have enough money to like buy stuff because I was a kid, you know. I didn't have a whole lot of money, so it was either buy skateboards because skateboards were really expensive, or buy video games. I decided, you know what, I just prefer video games, so I kind of chose my life choice right there, my hobby of choice for the rest of my life. Even though I could obviously probably afford both of them now. I'm, you know, grown man at this point. I can afford more things. But I've always thought about getting back into skating, but I think it reaches a certain point where I probably couldn't get back into it because like last time I was on a skateboard, I almost busted my ass. And the last thing I need is to hurt myself. Especially since like I love my tattoos that much that I wouldn't want to risk like ruining them. Like if I were to say, you know, fall on a skateboard and like scratch my skin on the cement and stuff and like damage my tattoo. Like I invested a lot of money in them and they look gorgeous, and I would honestly consider not doing. I wouldn't want to do anything physical if it meant risking the integrity of my tattoos, because I love my tattoos. I'm shooting shit up right now. Fuck this motherfucker. Even though he's got a minigun. Not sure how he's holding a minigun and a little light at the same time. Ah, spider babies! That's a common theme in the past 2 games we've played. Spider babies. Crack shot. The trophy to crack shot, like, what was it? 10 enemies in under a minute? That was kind of annoying. Took me a few tries. Ugh, I just swallowed snot. That was pretty gross. Thought you should know. Whoa. Whoa. Thought I was gonna not make that for a second. I'd read a comment, but kind of grinding right now. I don't want to mess anything up. Oop, dodge that. Dodge that. Dodge that. Ugh, thought I was gonna yawn, but then I kind of did. It was kind of like a fake yawn, though. Kind of forced. Kind of wanted to get it out, but you can't like get out yawns. They just kind of happen. Whoa, that was a big jump. I'm gonna take cover, and then read. Oh shit, I can't take cover. I gotta pause. Wow, they were jumping over. Okay, I'm still gonna read a comment though. Andrew said, number 5. His 5th question: if PlayStation would come out with a PS Vita 2, what would you want to see in it? I just don't even think they would do a PS Vita 2. They're like I said, PS Vita is a very niche device in 2013, and I think it will see it'll see healthy success, but it will never do gangbusters. And I think that's why people are expecting so much from Vita. Oh, it's not selling that well. I don't think it'll ever sell that well. I think it will just live a nice, respectable life at like maybe like 30, 40, 50 million units, which is respectable. That's a respectable lifetime for the system. But in this day and age, there's just no getting around trying to sell that thing to non-gamers, and that's what it comes down to, is selling it to non-gamers. Because gamers are the most people that are going to buy it, you know? I mean, gamers... Here's the thing about, like, sales, for example. People always have this mentality of, you know, a developer needs to do this to make a game sell. When in reality, a developer needs to appeal to the casual market, because that's where most of that shit comes from. Why does this look like looks like a breakable wall or something? You know, like when people bitch about DLC, and it's like, gamers aren't buying that DLC because they think it's a ripoff. The people who are buying it are casual gamers. Oh, there's a Sly Mask. I might as well get it. Like the last episode we were talking about Wii sales. Like, casual people bought it. For a lot of sales, just contribute to, like, you can tell when a game is sold to casual, when a game sells a lot, and when it sells to casual gamers and when it sells to regular gamers. Like Sly Cooper, for example. Oh shit, I should probably open that door. Like Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, for example. This game did not sell phenomenally well, but it sold semi-well, and I can guarantee you the people that bought Sly Cooper are gamers, because these are the kind of people that are in tune with the industry and knew it was coming out. Now, for example, Halo 4. Do you consider all, like, 5 million of those people that bought the game gamers? I'd consider them pretty casual people. Those are the kind of people that buy Madden and Call of Duty every year, you know what I'm saying? That's just the simple truth of it is, or the insane sales that Call of Duty sells. Do you think all the 12 million copies that game went to were all gamers? There's more that casual aspect, those people that play every couple of nights, And the last thing I want to do is make distinctions and, like, pigeonhole people, but that is sort of how this industry works. There's a casual market and there's a hardcore market, and generally Sony games fall under the hardcore market, because PlayStation exclusives don't sell that well, and it's sad, but it's the truth. Games like Starhawk and PlayStation All-Stars and even bigger stuff like Resistance and Killzone, they don't sell phenomenally well. They sell respectable numbers, and they're respectable numbers being sold to gamers. Casual gamers just aren't really that finely tuned with PlayStation stuff and PlayStation exclusives. The biggest thing PlayStation has going for it, and geared towards the casual market, I'd say, if anything, is maybe Little Big Planet, but definitely like Uncharted and God of War, Ratchet and Clank, maybe. Like, these games just don't sell like they used to. And that's, again, mostly because of smartphone sales and all that. Casual people nowadays just don't invest in video games because they can get them on their phone. It's just a multimedia device. Like, phones are putting so many things... I don't want to say obsolete because, like, these things are disappearing, but they're definitely destroying these markets. Like, point-and-shoot cameras are struggling right now. And, obviously, dedicated handheld systems are struggling right now. Not really 3DS, because, like, Nintendo's really, really doing well with 3DS, and, shalance to them, because I don't know how they're doing it with... Well, I know how they're doing it, but it's good that they're doing it in a market that's dominated by smartphones. Honestly, I don't think Sony would do a PS Vita 2. I think this will be the last dedicated handheld we'll see from Sony. I'm just trying to knock this fucking rabbit off, but he won't get off. There we go. If they were to do a sequel to the PS Vita, it would need to be a smartphone. And if you're thinking, okay, they already did that with the Xperia Play, no, I'm saying they have to do it right, you know? Like, the Xperia Play was a device that didn't have the PlayStation name on it. It just had PlayStation certified on it. So that was kind of a sort of a BS entry into that sort of field. I'm talking a full-on, you know, sort of successor to the PS Vita. Which would mean they do everything right. You know, they future-proof this thing to be, you know, 4 or 5 years long instead of 2 years for the normal, you know, cell phone life cycle. And obviously have full-on PS Vita 2 games, or whatever the hell the device will be called, you know, just a full-on sort of system. But at the same time, still being a smartphone. And I feel like something like that could be a pretty good direct competitor to the iPhone and other Android phones. Because the Xperia Play was, again, like, just a bunch of BS, really. That thing was not much of anything. It was sent out there to die. It, you know, it was obsolete in under a year with the, you know, firmware of Android it was running, and... you know, there was no developer support for the goddamn thing. So, like, do a full-on PS Vita 2 smartphone, sort of, you know, real PlayStation-branded phone. Real developers will jump on that thing and stuff. You can buy the you know, game system phone unlocked, or you can get it with a carrier, with a contract, however it may be. And again, put a lot of power into it so it's not, you know, obsolete in a year. Really push that thing out there so it can live for a respectable 4 or 5 years, like you know, game systems usually should. And that would be the big push, right? Because it's such a vastly more powerful smartphone with physical features, with physical buttons to really, you know, drive sales to the system / phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't play the next Uncharted on an iPhone or an Android phone. Like, you'd have to get the PS Vita 2 smartphone, whatever the hell it may be called. And, you know, keep in mind, this is, like, super theoretical. Like, I'm just, like, rolling with this stuff right off the top of my head. But honestly, that's the only way they could really try and get away with doing to do a successor to the PS Vita. That's the only way they're really going to get away with it at this point. I mean, in 2000 what? 16, 17, 18, whenever the Vita is, you know, pretty much passed on, you know, if they're going to do a successor to that thing, you really think it's going to be that easy to keep a successor to the Vita alive? If you're going to do it, you might as well build a device that people need instead of want. This is a fun little minigame. I like this a lot. Shooting the sarsaparilla. Little drunkies want to get their sip on. Hey, I understand, you know, it's the old Wild Wild West, and that's just how times were back then. I don't blame them. Ugh, kind of burped. Just a little bit. Had that little thing under there. Yeah, that was a real burp. No, we're gonna try and not waste a single bottle of sarsaparilla, just like the trophy. Even though I already have the trophy on this account, so we won't see it pop up, but we're still gonna try to do it. Oh, he's thirsty. He has regrets, or no, he has motives and then he wants to have regrets. He wants to regret this later night, basically. He wants to regret this in the morning. He's gonna go back to the old missus and. I don't know, she's gonna beat him over the head with a mallet. And that would be homicide. And since she's a woman, she wouldn't get away with it in the Wild West. I mean, they kind of disrespected women back then, didn't they? Oh, shit. Oh, wow, that was good. Thought I wasted that sarsaparilla for a second. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. 3. Wow, man. You're gonna get fucked up tonight. Man, those dudes are fucked up. Man, look at those dudes. They're crazy wild guys. Boop. 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 Dun 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 dun. I'm kind of lost as to where the story is right now, because I've been talking so much about, like, industry stuff, you know, and my thoughts on things, that I kind of got sidetracked. I don't even know where I don't even recall what this mission is regarding right now. I remember it, but I don't know what it's regarding. Like, I don't know what the goal is right now, since I wasn't paying attention to all the dialogue. But that's what I think in terms of a PS Vita 2, I guess you'd say. I think their best bet honestly would be like just getting into the smartphone market and trying to make gaming on smartphones work. Because in that way, it's like, you're directly competing with not only regular Android phones and iPhones. You're making your a set market for yourself in that you're the only Android phone with physical gaming buttons. And of course, they're kind of doing that right now with the Xperia line, Xperia Play, I guess you'd say. But honestly, obviously, that didn't do all that well. Come on. Boom. I'm trying to, remember just exactly what this mission is regarding. I just can't remember for the life of me. Anyway, Andrew has a seventh question, and I will definitely answer all your questions, Andrew. But I'm gonna try and save more of them for the next 3 Let's Plays, because I'm not sure how many questions or conversation topics I'll have for the next ones, for these 3 Let's Plays, because again, these are pre-recorded. But number 7, you said, what are your thoughts about Watch Dogs? Does it look good? Yeah, it looks really good. I'm very interested in it. Of course, looks can be deceiving. This definitely has happened with Aliens, Colonial Marines, and all that. And obviously, Podcast Beyond or Colin Moriarty, I believe, made the great notion that the first Assassin's Creed looked great, and it's a somewhat, I don't want to say controversial, but they're good. For the most part, they're great games, but they're not outstanding games. And the first Assassin's Creed definitely wasn't received as well as everyone thought it would be. But the point I'm trying to get across is looks can be deceiving. The game looks great, by all means. I want to see more, but I definitely am not going to. I'm not going to, lay down my money right away, just passing it off as a fantastic game. We got to see more. But I'll say it's ambitious. It's got a great idea. Want to see more. Just not entirely sure. Am I out of boost? Why am I not moving fast? There we go. Not sure why you put all this stuff in a air duct. What did you say for number? My fish filter is so fucking loud right now, and I don't even know why. I cleaned it and it got louder. And that's been really irritating me lately. I clean my fish filter and it gets louder. Come on. Really? I think I'm going to save the rest of your questions for the other LPs, Andrew. But number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Those questions are all great questions. Very good. Oh, nice interview on your channel with the... forgot his name. Forgot his position at Sanzaro, but I watched that video. That was a cool video. Nice to hear the developer thoughts. I'm surprised, though, that they haven't heard back from Sucker Punch in regards to what they think of Thieves in Time.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean nothing.
If anything, I'd want to know about that promptly. I wonder what they think about Thieves in Time. Kind of butting dead skin off my lip, which is totally disgusting, but I'm trying to get it off. Yeah, man, if I took someone's franchise and put my own sequel to it, I would want to know right away what the original developer thought of it. But Sucker Punch is hard at work on that Second Sons for PS4, PlayStation 4. Can't wait to get more info on that thing. I'll tell you what, I'm so excited for E3. We're really going to see more about that system, and I want to know more. I mean, I got concerns, I got questions, I got excitement for it. I'm all sorts of feelings right now. I'm excited for it. I got concerns about it. I want to see more of the games. I want to know more about the features. I'm just so pumped for a new generation of systems. I'm ready. My body is ready, as they would say. Picture that Spider-Man picture where Spider-Man is bending over and it says "My body is ready." If you don't know what I'm referring to, look up Spider-Man meme on Google, that old Spider-Man cartoon that recently surfaced, and then everyone made, you know, pictures about it, and I think that's one of the funniest memes ever. That fucking Spider-Man show really did have amazing, like, still sections of that show where it's like, they're so ridiculous looking. That guy's shooting at me. Gonna run away. I am so annoyed though that I can't run on the beam when I'm on beams or whatever with the ancestors. I really wish you could do that. I haven't said probably one thing about Sly Cooper this whole thing, did I? In regards to the actual gameplay, I guess. If you get lost, activate the compass by pressing L3. And then follow the arrow marker. Arrow marker. Yeah. Man. Ugh, dead air. That's what that is. Dead air. My head itches. I'm not sure why. But I'll tell you what, I'm itching it right now, and quite frankly, I feel good about it. Man, these load times are just something else, let me tell you. Alright, here we go. Oh, is this that, like, side... I don't know, it's not really side-scrolling level, but is this that sort of sidestep level where you're shooting at stuff while she's on the railing? I believe it is.
No sense fretting about that little lady.
Oh, it's getting late. Yeah, it is. It is this level. Whoa. Like, when I played this a level originally, I messed this up a lot. I'm not sure why. Probably because there's a couple missions. There's a lot of missions like this in PlayStation games. There's Ratchet missions. Oh damn. There's Ratchet and Clank missions like this, and there's Jack 2 missions like this. We were following along with something on the side of the screen. You got to keep up with it and free up the paths for it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna end the Let's Play right here. Last one ran a little long at 30 minutes, and quite frankly, if you can tell by my yawning, I'm ready to hit the hay. So, yeah, man, I'm Ryan Benecki. Thank you so much for playing with me and always listening to me and always supporting doing what I'm doing, man. You're cool people, and you get my seal of approval. Not that I have one to give, but oh no! I'm Ryan Benecki. Thank you for playing with me, and I'll see you Monday.